I studied electrical engineering at the University of Dortmund and wrote my thesis in microelectronics and control. Thereafter, I started at Vilo as an electronics engineer and later on as project manager. Probably I came to IP management because I asked too much questions. When I was a young engineer, I submitted a few invention disclosures at Vilo, and I wondered a bit why things are going on like they are done. And therefore I asked why the people are doing this, and I asked a bit about the processes and the ways things were done. And this was probably the reason that when the IP manager retired in 2004, that I was asked if I would like to overtake the IP department, and this I did in parallel to my job, which I did before. I think the main change is really related to the things, how we are things doing. When I started, it was more an administration, and it was more a reactive approach in the patent department. This means the department waits for invention disclosures and then applies patents together with the inventors. But there was no strategic approach or some approach which is more related to really the things which Vilo needs. And this we changed now more and more, and we try to come to a very active and driving department where we try to push marketing or also the engineering towards solutions which we need for IP and which we need to protect our innovation. So it's more a strategic approach, and I think this is the main change we did in the last years. In my opinion, the main challenge coming from digitalization is really the dynamics in the market and the dynamics of trends, of market trends, of social trends, and also IT trends. And this makes it really difficult to find the right solutions. By principle, we produce mechatronic systems which need some time for development, for software development and hardware development. We are just not doing software, which might be much quicker. And this faces a risk that if we decide to develop something and this takes a few months or even years, that the trend is gone when we are ready with our solution. And this makes it really challenging to detect very early the right solutions we have to follow. I like it very much to meet colleagues in a similar situation and to discuss and to exchange experience. This means very often when I talk about things we are doing, I find it very helpful to get questions, to exchange experience, and in the end, and almost always I drive home with more inspiration and more ideas than I came, and therefore this is very inspiring.